guys, welcome back to Pretty J's channel. Yes guys, let's talk. I've been having quite a few stuff on my mind, and today I'm going to be talking about, a lot of people have been asking me, like, when you have a YouTube channel, what do you do? How can you just get up and just start talking to yourself, and sometimes they feel like starting a YouTube channel, they don't know how, they are afraid, they're afraid they might be judged, they're afraid how they look, they're afraid that they might not be able to talk on camera properly, they are afraid of how they're dressed, they're afraid of how their hairstyle look, a lot of stuff. But the best thing that I can give you, the best advice that I can give you guys is, of course, you're going to have doubt with everything that you do. I have doubts every day, but you can't just sit down and live with doubt all the time. There comes a time when you have to say to yourself, let me kick doubt aside and let me do it. Let me do it regardless of how I look, regardless of how I speak, regardless of what type of clothes I've got, earring or lipstick. Guys, just do it. Just do it. The best thing I can just tell you, just press record. Press record. You got an iPhone. You don't have to go out and buy expensive equipments, okay? You don't have to buy expensive equipments. Every day you're on social media, you take pictures every day on your regular phone. Whether you have an iPhone, you have an Android phone, whatever phone you have, just use it. At first, things are not gonna come perfect. But every day you get up every day and you practice more and more and more. Every day you're going to get better. One day you're going to get, you might, after a period of time, you're uploading videos and you're, creating content. Try to work and getting better at it every day. Don't try to compare yourself with no one. Take it from your point of view and says, look, this is me here. Let me sit down, let me plan. Sometimes it's good to get a book like this one that I'm having. Get a book. Write down your thoughts. Write down how you're going to do it. Write down everything on paper. And just try to do the best that you can. No one is perfect. You have to realize that no one is perfect. Everybody that you see that have started out on YouTube, they were once in this space before, thinking, contemplating how I'm going to do it. When I first started, I'm going to tell you about my other channel and this one. I started my other channel in 2021. And sometimes I would upload for a little bit, and then I would just stop, and then another time I would upload. It would go like sometime months at a time, weeks at a time, and I remember almost a year I didn't post. And then in 2024, me and my daughter and the family went to California, went to take a vacation in California. And after we came back from California, me and my daughter decided, you know what, we're going to really do YouTube. We're going to do YouTube. We're going to do YouTube. We couldn't figure out how to start. We still were creating videos. On and off videos. I would create a video one week, next week, then I wouldn't do it. Then I would create a video again for a couple of weeks, then I wouldn't do it. And then we went to Las Vegas. And we start, taking little videos here, taking little videos there, start uploading. And when we got back from Las Vegas, I said to myself, I'm going to stay consistent. And I'm going to start uploading 3 times a week, I said. 3 times a week, I'm going to do it. I did that for a little bit, and then something happened and I got discouraged again. And then afterwards, last year, 2025, I said to myself, I was watching a YouTube channel where this guy here that I'm going to talk about, the one that I told you that inspired me. I watched him where he was telling people, just start. He said, when I just started, I wasn't getting any views, but I keep posting and posting and posting and posting. I still wasn't getting any views. And the guy says, just commit to doing videos every day. I think it was another guy I seen on YouTube. Do a video every day for 30 days straight. 30 days, you commit yourself and you do a video every day for 30 days. And I said, you know what? I'm going to do a video every day for 30 days. I don't know how I'm going to do it because my channel is, I don't have any specific niche. I'm just going to create videos about myself, what goes on around me, travels, food, whatever. I started doing that. I made out a schedule and I said, I'm going to do a video every day and I'm going to post that video 12 o'clock every day. I looked into the analytics and saw what time my subscribers was on YouTube, and I saw where they were in the times that they were on YouTube was between 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. And I said, you know what? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to choose a time when I know they'll watch it. And I said to myself, it's either going to be like 11 o'clock in the morning, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, or 6 p.m. And I came up to the conclusion. I said, I'm going to do this 12 o'clock every day. I started creating videos. And I started posting them up in a schedule. I start doing it. And I realized that when all the videos them were growing slowly, little bit of views here, little bit of views. And I realized that I went and did a reaction video, and I did a reaction video and a person, some African lady I did a reaction on. She was very popular on YouTube. Her name was Dimwango. And I realized that I did a video, that was something that was definitely bugging me to the way how she was treating and insulting our Jamaican people. And I did that video, and along with my other videos that I was having, this particular video just took off. I still was creating, I went all the way to the 30 days. I said, I'm not going to let anything stop me. I start posting videos, and I start scheduling, this is for Monday, this for Tuesday, this for Wednesday, this for Thursday, this for Friday, this for Saturday. Then I'll come back around and do the same thing for 4 weeks, 1 month straight. And at the ending, I think it's the ending of the 4 or 5 weeks, this video just took off out of nowhere. And I realized that I posted, in the process of that, when the video was growing, I said, wow, I never had a video that was trying to get to 500 views before the 24 hours. And I see right before the 24 hours is getting close to 1,000 views. And I said, oh my God, thank you, God. And when it get back to the 24 hours, it got to be 1,000 views. And I realized I started to get comments, and I started to get likes, and people started to comment and, told me, you know what, you should be more consistent in this, what you're doing. And one lady said to me in my comments, Jackie, please, at that time, that's my other channel name, don't post, here, there, and everywhere. Continue be consistent on the reaction channel, because if you don't do it, your views going to be dropped. And just by listening to that one subscriber on my other channel, I was able to get to monetization. Before I know it, oh my God, the video took me, I already had 1,000 subscribers. So because this been over the years, I already had 1,000 subscribers. I already had over 1,000 subscribers already. I had quite a few subscribers, probably about 4,000 subscribers at the time I had. So when I became monetized now, I had reached the 5,000 subscriber mark, a little bit over 5,000. And I said to myself, whoa, I went back into my analytics, and my daughter was saying, wow, you inside of here is unlocked. I said, what do you mean by it's unlocked? I said, you're going in here and now you might be getting ready to get monetized. So I still keep posting. All I know, I went ahead and I went on vacation to Georgia. That was in November for Thanksgiving. I went on my Thanksgiving break. And while I was there, I was still posting videos every day. And I checked and I realized, wow, it looked like I'm monetized. Well, it looked like I'm ready to be monetized. It looked like I got my 4,000 watch hours, but I wasn't sure. But when I looked inside the statistics, the analytics, I see where I got to 4,000 watch hours. And I said, oh my God. But I said, you know what? I'm not going to do nothing yet. I'm going to wait until when I get back home from my Thanksgiving vacation. And when I got back home from my Thanksgiving vacation, that was the 31st of November, 2025. So I decided that I'm going to look for this email. Went into the email and I saw YouTube send me the email, congratulations, blah, blah, blah. You're now, you can now apply for monetization. So December 1st, I was living at my daughter's house. I remember me and my daughter, it was 7 o'clock in the morning. My daughter came inside of my room and I said, you know what? Check this out. So she checked it out and she said, yes, you got the email here, blah, blah, blah. And we started. What I did, first of all, I signed up for AdSense. Yep, I signed up for AdSense. And me and my daughter starting to help me apply for monetization. So we had the AdSense, okay? It was 3 processes that you gotta go to. And that was 7 o'clock in the morning. The first step went through. And by 12 o'clock, the second step had gone through. And by 4 o'clock in the morning, I got a congratulation into my Gmail saying that I've got accepted for the monetization program. So the next day, what I did, I went to open up an account. I went to open up a new bank account. And I opened that up and blah, blah, blah. When I came back, I set up my AdSense account and I hooked up my bank account to it. And what they did, they sent a few cents to the bank. So I waited until when I received it at the bank, it was like probably about a couple of days. I looked for the amount that YouTube was supposed to be sending me to the bank account. It was just only a couple cents. So when I got it, you're supposed to respond back to let them know, that you had gotten the money and it was real. So I did that and that got approved. And I said, oh my God, thank you. Still continue creating videos. I took my time. I set up monetization. Some of the stuff I, kind of learn on my own, like when you put out a video. But I noticed that before I start doing all the videos that I've created from back over the years, I see these little green circle on there like dollar signs. There's circle with dollar signs in them. And I see only 1 of them, 3 of them that only was yellow. Most of them was red. Red means like add something on what? Add something ability, some crap like that. Didn't know what it means. But it simply means that that video might not be appropriate for monetization. But the ones with the circle around with the green dollar sign in there, that's it. I know I realized that I had to set up stuff, I had to set up my membership, join membership. I had to do all of that. So those things, after you get monetized and you create videos, you're going to have to start going in and turn on monetization because some of those are not automatic. And I also learned that every time I create a video, and you have to go inside of your computer because you can't do it on your phone, you have to go and change it in your computer and apply monetization on your computer. You go into content, and under content, you go into the dollar sign, press the dollar sign, you'll see on and off, you turn on, and then you press next and save, and then you got to do all of them like that, and then you'll see YouTube, some of them will say, checking for ads, and all that kind of stuff. So that way, when you turn on monetization, you can start to get AdSense revenue. But in my next video, I will let you guys know in another video what was my December check was like in another video. I will put that in to let you guys know. The video today that I'm creating to let you guys know nothing is impossible. What I'm trying to tell you, the 3 things that are going to let you know, the 3 things that I can tell you. Number 1, just try to eliminate doubt. Eliminate doubt. Just do it anyways. Do it. Press record and just start. That's what I got to tell you. The second thing I got to tell you that is the most important thing here when you're doing YouTube videos is consistency. Whether you want to go every day, create a video every day, or whether you want to go 3 times a week or you want to do 4 times a week, you have to be consistent. That's the most important thing when you're creating YouTube videos and you want to make money on YouTube, you want to monetize. Consistency is the key. Remember that, guys. Remember, if you don't remember anything else, remember consistency is key. The third thing I want to tell you, be confident. Learn how to be confident. Even if you have to practice in your mirror, practice, read, read books, be confident. If you have to do research on Google, do research on Google. But the only thing that is going to help you is eliminate fear. And just do it. Just do it already. Because if you don't do it, nobody's going to do it for you. And another thing, nobody cares how you look on YouTube. You could be 99. You could be 35. You could be 25. Nobody cares. Remember, you're talking to people that don't know you personally. Remember, nobody knows you personally. Even if they judge you, it's people that they don't know you. You have to learn how to be able to accept the good with the bad. When you start to get comments, it's not everybody going to like you. Some people are going to like what you do and some people are going to hate what you do. You're going to have subscribers that love you and you're going to have haters. When you start to get a lot of haters, that's to mean that you're growing, you're getting there. But when you're not getting nothing, that simply means you're not going nowhere. Because remember, everybody wants to be somebody. And if you sit down and say that, oh, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. Nobody cares. Remember this. Nobody's not going to come to save you. Nobody's going to give you a paycheck. It's like a job. YouTube is like a job. You have to put the work in. Imagine yourself going to a job. Imagine this, okay? I'm going to go put application in at Dollar Tree or TJ Maxx or Walmart or Aldi's, which those are what I do. So you can go watch all of those videos. I do walkthrough tours. But can you imagine if one of those places hires you, right? If you sit at home, even though you get hired, are they going to pay you to sit at home or are they going to pay you to come in and do the work? When you go in and do the work and do a good job, perform your job, do your duties, don't worry about what nobody say. At the ending of the week or at the ending of the 2 weeks, you're going to get your pay. But if you don't go to work, how are you going to get paid? It's just like a YouTube channel. If you have a YouTube channel and you're seriously about making money, you really have to get up and do it. You have to drop everything aside. You have to drop confidence. You have to say to yourself, look, this is a job that I'm doing and I got to do my job. You have to schedule out certain times of the day, just like you are going to work. Even if you don't work, tell yourself that this time of the day, I'm going to go inside of a room. I'm going to lock up myself. If I don't have a tripod, I'm going to get some duct tape and tape the phone on the wall and stand up and talk into the phone. And you know, when you're doing YouTube videos, it has to be crossways like that and horizontal. And when you're doing live stream, it has to go like that vertical. So as long as you remember those points, you start in, you follow the guidelines that YouTube has, read up the YouTube guidelines, remember, because YouTube has a whole set of guidelines that you have to follow by. You can't be bullying anyone, you can't threaten no one, you can't show certain things, you can't show any nudity, you can't be inappropriate, be careful of your cursing and all that stuff. So remember, you have to learn. If you're on YouTube, you have to follow their guidelines. You have to learn their rules. Get up. If you got a 2020 phone, whatever phone you got, and it can record, it can take pictures, you can do that. If you can do like a 10-minute video, start off with a 5-minute video and gradually grow up until when you can get to 10 minutes, or you can get to that 25 minutes or that 35 minutes. But you have to start off slow, and every little thing counts. Also, you've got YouTube shorts that you can go into your YouTube shorts and practice and put up some YouTube shorts. You can do 45 seconds, you can do 1 minute, you can put a little bit of music on it, and you can also put that up there, because YouTube shorts also give you a lot of views and a lot of subscribers. It's not going to help you with your watch time hours, because watch time hours coming from creating long form videos, anything over 8 minutes. Because if you create shorter videos than 8 minutes, all of your videos are 8 minutes. When you get to monetization status, you're not going to be able to get no AdSense, or YouTube is not going to put any ads on your videos. It has to be 8 minutes and over. So you got to learn all of those little things. And one last thing I got to tell you, be consistent. Be consistent. That's the most important thing. Be creative. Be confident, and just press record. Anyways, guys, if you like what I'm saying to you in this video, I hope I have encouraged you, and I hope I've breaking the ice for you to start your YouTube channel. Just go ahead and start it, okay? Start. And you will see how you will learn and grow. Learn and grow. Everybody has to start somewhere. Anyways, guys, like, subscribe, comment, and share to the channel, and we'll come back again into another video. Have a great one, guys.